Hello and welcome back to Chronicles from a Caribbean Cubicle podcast. This is Francis Wade, and here's an article I wrote that was based on a column published in the Jamaica Gleaner. This one is entitled, "The World's Obsessed with Drama. Wise Leaders Leverage It for Long-Term Wins." Recently, I noticed two positive trends in Jamaica that haven't exactly made the headlines. One is economic, the other social, and both are significant. Yet they've flown under the radar. Why? It turns out there's a powerful leadership insight here. Let's start with a quick story. On a recent trip to Trinidad, my first in nearly 10 years, I was surprised by how well the country was doing. This isn't what I expected. Why? Because my impression had been shaped by dramatic, clickbait headlines in the local media. I'd unconsciously absorbed a picture of decline that wasn't real. But it's not just a Trinidadian problem. We're seeing the same disconnect here in Jamaica. Two quiet wins in Jamaica. Consider these two major wins for our country. First is that our debt to GDP ratio has fallen significantly over the past decade, a shift hailed internationally as a fiscal miracle. The second is that the murder rate is down by around 35%, a change that's more immediate and tangible for everyday Jamaicans. And yet, if you scan the average conversation or the comment section of any local article, you'd think things are only getting worse. So, what's going on? More importantly, can you as a leader learn from this mismatch between reality and perception? Number one, the media's built in bad news bias. Humans are wired to notice threats. It's a survival instinct. That's why bad news spreads faster and sticks longer. The media and our internal company grapevines amplify this. In contrast, good news usually unfolds gradually. It doesn't grab us by the collar. Think about it. A new sprint world record makes headlines. A steady decline in national debt? Not so much. Inside your organization, the same dynamic plays out. Rumors of misconduct, layoffs, or resignations make the rounds in minutes. Meanwhile, the months of quiet progress you've led, they barely register. And if you try to highlight those wins, you risk being seen as defensive or worse, out of touch. Don't take it personally. This isn't about you, it's just how attention works. But it does mean that to lead effectively, you need to do more than deliver results. You need to frame them within a bigger ongoing story. Number two, disruption as strategic leverage. We live in a time of continuous surprise. Global politics, economic shocks, social unrest, there's no shortage of daily drama. Instead of fighting it, smart leaders use this volatility as a strategic tool. Take Tim Cook at Apple. According to the Wall Street Journal, he's mastered the art of staying focused on the long arc of time. When short-term crises like tariffs threaten Apple's operations, he zooms out, reminding his team of their long-term goals. This mindset gives Apple a major edge over reactive competitors. Closer to home, imagine you run a t-shirt company here in Jamaica. Most businesses dread election season. It's disruptive and unpredictable. But you see a recurring opportunity to provide campaign merchandise. You plan ahead, lean in, and make election cycles work for you. In other words, you turn chaos into competitive advantage. Number three, disruptions are inevitable. Welcome them. The late Brazilian Formula One legend Ayrton Senna was known for excelling in wet conditions. While others grumbled, he thrived. He trained specifically for rainy races and saw bad weather as an edge, not a setback. That mindset can apply to your organization too. Imagine treating every disruption, economic, political, internal, as a rocket fuel. Not good or bad, just a source of energy to be redirected. This, however, doesn't happen by accident. It requires two big shifts. A 15 to 30 year strategic vision that anchors your organization in long term goals. That's the first one. The second, ongoing internal communication that reinforces this perspective, especially when things get tough. Your people won't get this balance from the news or social media or even their coworkers. It has to come from you. But here's the catch. Most managers aren't trained for this. They're too caught up in firefighting. They've never seen the big picture, let alone being asked to communicate it. So when breakdowns happen, and they will, teams spiral into fear. But with a shared long-term narrative in place, even big shocks can become breakthroughs. Final thought. Being a leader, 2025 isn't just about managing performance or hitting KPIs. It's about building a team that can hold two ideas at once. Slow, silent progress and sudden, sharp change. That's the real skill and the edge of tomorrow's most effective leaders. Thanks for listening. Do you have an unsolved problem in your Caribbean company related to strategy, productivity, engagement, or business process improvement? Just visit a searchable listing of all my prior articles and you may be able to help yourself to a fresh line of thinking. Go to blog.fwconsulting.com or see the show notes.